Hey y'all, I'm Cody, it's time to catch up. Grab your headphones and fill your cup. Sports and life, I've got stories to share. Sit back, relax like you just don't care.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Catch Up with Cody podcast. I'm your host, as always, Cody. As you can see, we have a special guest today, in-person guest, Jamie.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Of course. So how does it feel being the first in-person guest?
I like it. It's different, but I think it's really cool to do in person as well.
Yeah, it definitely was different, as far as doing a setup and everything. But once I got it all figured out, I think it's going to run smooth. So as a lot of you guys may or may not know, Jamie is my girlfriend. We've been dating now for 3 years. First episode in the family room of the apartment. Normally I'm doing it in the podcast studio, if you want to call it. So it's a little different being out on the couch and everything, but it's more relaxed and kind of like laid back. So definitely might be another area I do some podcast episodes in the future. So yeah, got a couple questions though for you, Jamie. I know we kind of went over some stuff beforehand. I guess let's start to how we met. We met on Bumble. Actually, she messaged me and then ignored me for like 3 weeks. So that was fun. All right, well, she'll tell you her side of the story.
Okay, I was on Bumble. I saw you. You were my first swipe. And then I said, hey, how are you? And then I closed the app for a couple weeks. But then I came back and I wrote you.
Yeah. A couple weeks later, she was like, oh, hey, sorry. But
at least I wasn't on there all the time.
That's true. But look where we are now. It worked out in the end. So, but yeah, we've had a lot of fun times. I remember our first date, we hung out for a little bit, came back, hung out, and I think we watched some TV and just kind of hung out at the apartment. But yeah, we went to that spot a couple times for our anniversaries.
It's called Rusty Bucket, and I picked it because it was right behind my cousin's house, just in case you were a serial killer.
Turns out I'm not, so that's good. But yeah, I guess let's just kind of go back to that time. Like, what was your perspective on me from day one?
I think like before I met you, it was funny because I called you and we talked for 3 hours on FaceTime. And I literally asked you if, what would you do if I was catfishing you?
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
But I forgot we were on FaceTime.
Yeah, I was like, well, you can see my face. So obviously not catfishing. But hey, she was nervous, I guess.
But then I feel like when we met, I was really nervous. I came from work and I was on the phone with my mom freaking out because I was just so scared. I was like, what if you don't like me? What if I do something stupid? I don't know. But it ended up being really good. You were really sweet. You paid for the bill. We got club sandwiches. And then we came back to my house. So I feel like overall, like, you're great. You were great then too.
It is kind of funny. I don't know if she wants me to tell the story or not about the club sandwich, but I'm going to anyway. So I pretty much just devoured my food because I was hungry. And she wasn't eating. I'm like, oh, whatever. Just maybe some nervousness or whatever. But turns out literally the second I left, she just devoured a sandwich. Like she was being held hostage or something. And then they finally were like, you can have some food. So
I was scared to eat in front of you. I don't know. I ate one little sliver of my club sandwich.
Yeah, I wasn't scared at all. I was like, you know what? I'm hungry and that's all right.
I don't even remember what we talked about because it was like a quick dinner because our waitress quickly brought her food. We talked for a minute and then I was like, do you want to do something else? You want to come over? And you met Callie.
I did. And she actually liked me. Callie is our dog, which she's sleeping over there.
She's right here.
So, but yeah, no, me and Callie have now, well, she didn't like that we were talking about her.
Hey, stop.
But, and as you can see, we have 2 cats as well, Oliver and Baxter. Oh, Baxter is not, he's not the nicest cat. Let's just say that. Me and him still don't get along, but that's all right. So, But yeah, no, we came back, hung out for a little bit. And then, I mean, honestly, I guess the rest really is history. So, but good times, funny memories to look back on, and, you know, memories between that time and now and in the future. So, well, I guess kind of piggybacking off of the first perspectives of each other, I don't really know if I can even answer this because I faintly remember, but like meeting our parents for the first time.
I remember both.
I remember we went out to eat for yours.
Yeah, yours. I love your family. You tricked me. You had me come over before a Jimmy John's game, and his whole family was there.
Not my fault.
It was your grandparents, your parents, your brother, your sister-in-law, and all the kids. And I remember driving up, and you were like, you ran out, and you're like, I have to warn you, my grandparents are here. And I was like, so everyone's here, and I was so scared, but they were so nice.
Hey, in my defense, I was not told that everybody was going to be there. I just kind of showed up.
It was like a family affair.
But hey, you might as well just knock it all out in one time,
the
right?
Band-Aid off.
Yeah, I mean,
good.
And look, it's still fine. She likes everybody; they like her. So
I love them.
But yeah,
great.
now I do remember that. Now that you say that, but I remember your parents. We went out to
El Toro.
El Toro. Okay,
Yeah,
I
for
remember
my
it was a
birthday.
Mexican restaurant. I just can't remember which one.
I think it was my 28th birthday, 27th. I think I was 27 when I met you.
Yeah, because I was 25.
We can't do math, clearly.
Yeah. No, that's all right. But yeah, no, I remember hanging out at the Mexican restaurant. But I mean, I think it was just like, kind of like how every like first time meeting the parents is, you know, a lot of questions, or a lot of Q&As, a lot of, you know, what do you think future wise and everything like that. But I mean, I think it was a good time for both of our parents.
Yeah, it was good.
And then it took what, 2 years for our parents to meet?
Yeah, it was like 2-ish years.
Yeah. So then they finally met. Where did we? Oh, we went to dinner. We went to dinner and got pizza.
Yeah, we went to the Alibi.
Yeah. So that was fun. I enjoyed that. But it was like a long time in the making. It was just between my parents being busy watching the grandkids, her parents being busy working. But it worked out. And then actually your 30th birthday was when pretty much all the families met each other for the first time.
Yeah,
right?
that was like, it was a lot of my family and your family all together because I didn't have like many friends there. It was a lot of family. It was fun.
But yeah, so I mean, that kind of piggybacks off this next question is some of the fun activities that we've done through our relationship. I mean, just most recently we went to Grand Rapids for our first. That was honestly probably like her first like weekend trip together.
Yeah, like alone. Yeah, it was
fun.
fun.
I mean, besides like going up north and stuff, but
yeah,
we did a couple different things. I'll add some of this stuff in the podcast, but you know, we went on a drive-through safari, which was it was cool. I not my favorite. It was a little too close for comfort with some of the animals. Definitely for Jamie as well.
I didn't realize how scared I was of animals until they were right there. My favorite animal is a Highland cow, and I was so scared of it I couldn't even feed it.
Yeah, it started like walking toward her, and she was like, "No, keep going." So, but no, that was definitely a fun time. And then, I mean, honestly, I think the real fun trip was like last minute going to the Whitecaps game.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Honestly, like I've been to a couple other like minor league baseball, but I think that was like the most fun I've had.
Yeah, definitely. And it was good seats and everything like that. So definitely glad we went there. I want to go again. It's a long drive. That's the only downfall. So it's not like you can do it in like during the week type deal. But overall, I mean, good weekend trip. Some other trips that we've done we've gone to Caseville each year for 4th of July.
Toronto.
That was good. That was the first time I've been out of the country. If you want to call it out of the country.
Just Canada.
And then, we went up to your aunt's place one time.
Oh, yeah.
And then...
Was that like Houghton Lake?
Yeah, Houghton Lake. And then
we did Bay City, which really...
Yeah.
That was just for...
No.
Was that 2-year anniversary?
Yeah, it was a 2-year anniversary. Definitely was plenty of other options to do. And then this weekend, that we're recording it, Labor Day is coming up. So we're going to go to probably Port Huron, I think, for the day, and then just kind of hang out for the weekend. Just relax, and with us having Monday off, it's a long weekend, so that'll be fun. But nothing exciting besides the Port Huron trip. Maybe do a barbecue or something. I was talking with Jamie about doing that with both of our parents and stuff. But other than that, I think that's really about it for the weekend.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice though to just relax and not have plans, because I feel like we've been doing stuff every weekend for like the past like month and a half.
Yeah.
Like last weekend we saw Lil Wayne, which was my first like real concert, and I'm glad I went. And then the Sunday after, we went to the Tigers game, so we were in Detroit all weekend. But yeah, no, definitely some fun trips, and hopefully some more fun trips to have in the future. So, and then let's talk about how we're doing this in the apartment and everything like that. House hunting, I would say, is definitely tough. Not only because everything's expensive, but there's like no houses on the market. So we've seen 3 houses.
Yeah, I think 3.
3 houses. One of them was the one that we put like an actual bid on. Didn't get it. Now we drive past it every day, and the new owners just let it go. So that kind of hurts to see that. Second one.
First one was in Mount Clemens, though.
Oh yeah, you're right. So we did see 4. Okay, so the second one, the one that we actually put a bid on, that one, they kind of just let that house go. There was one house that we saw that was like huge, great price. A lot of issues with it though, so we kind of stayed away from that one. The one that's going to stick in my mind forever is like it was like somebody like took a dump truck and just drove it through the house and just trash everywhere. It was bad. It was like it was bad. And I'm not usually like, I'm like, oh, okay, we can clean this up a little bit. But no, we walked into the basement and I was like, oh God, this is not good. So we've seen it all, I feel like, so far. But we'll see. We're gonna kind of sit back, reevaluate, kind of see where everything goes. But we definitely want to get a house. It'd definitely be easier for the dog to run around, have her own yard, and just kind of have like a bigger home. I mean, I'm not saying that the apartment's not something that I don't like living in, but it would definitely be nice to have a place of our own.
Yeah, I agree.
But, well, any of you realtors out there, I mean, we have one, but send us the houses in the area, because we need all the help we can get to hopefully find the right home that we can call home. So, but, well, since you are our first in-person guest, and you kind of see the behind the scenes of how I do things and how much work it actually is. What do you like? What's your perspective, I guess, from a guest standpoint, but like an outside looking in type deal? Because like to me, like I don't see it from other people's perspective. I just see it as the content and I mean, you've seen it, the ups and downs of me being stressed out for stuff that doesn't go as well as I thought it was going to and everything like that. But I'm just kind of curious to see how it is from an outside perspective.
Yeah. Well, I tell you every day how proud I am, because I feel like I could never do this kind of stuff, but you are so dedicated and such a hard worker, and you go into the podcast room every day and you're working. And I know you took that little break, and it made me sad to see, just because I know how happy this makes you. And I tell you literally every day how much I support you and how like excited I am that you've created something. I know whenever you like have a great idea, you write it down and you're in there and you're figuring out like the logistics for it. And I just think that's really great. I honestly, if I didn't see what you did, like if I was just watching it and had no idea, didn't live with you, I wouldn't know how much work you put into it. So I feel like that's really cool to see and kind of like rewarding in a way, just because I mean, I'm honestly just sitting here and I can see what you're doing, but you do a great job.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, I definitely need to do more, and we've had that conversation before. But yeah, I think I do feel that the break helped, only because I have noticed, obviously support from like you and people like that I know in real life, but also the people like online, and you've seen it too. I mean, I think since I've been back from the break, everybody's like, "Where'd you go? Where have you been? We missed you. Glad you're back." So I think that definitely will help continue the content and everything. And just I need to stop procrastinating, because that's what I'm pretty good at doing.
Yeah.
But
you are really good at that.
But it'll get there. Like I said, I've been, even some of the money I've been putting in to kind of upgrade my stuff. I know a lot of you guys have probably seen the podcast studio, what it looks like. But it's kind of cool. I mean, even your parents were over the other day and they saw it for the first time in person. They thought it was cool. So I think hopefully I will continue to do this, but it'll be a good thing to take that break that I did and kind of get back and get the ball rolling. So, but yeah, I mean, is there anything else you kind of want to add to the episode today? I mean, actually, my old podcast that I used to do with a buddy was always in person. So I kind of do miss that, like, in-person guest interaction. Not to say that any of the Zoom, like, online ones weren't and won't be good, but that's also kind of why I want to look for house too, because then I can have guests, the local people obviously, come over and we can actually do episodes and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's like a different area. Like I'm not that I don't feel relaxed in the podcast studio, but like, I feel like there's more room, like you can see more of myself. But yeah, so we might be doing some more in-person ones.
You should. I like it.
So, well, thank you for being on. I know it was just a quick episode, but like I said, it's been a long time coming for Jamie to be on the podcast. I had to convince her, and then she was like, let's do it. And then she was like, no. So, but I think once we got into it, I feel like you were excited to do it. So, but yeah. So again, thank you guys for liking, subscribing, supporting, all that stuff. Like I said, definitely coming out of this break, seeing the support has definitely helped. So I'm going to keep continuing to do this. And you got anything else to add there?
No, just thank you for having me.
No problem. Well, you guys know. Thank you guys for catching up with Cody. Peace.
Stories to share. Sit back, relax like you just don't care.